So right there is an ostracod, and it is surrounded by something. What it is surrounded by is actually a mosquito larva. I found this floating on the top of one of my samples. And in it, you can see several different small rotifers, probably from the class Monogononta, feeding off of the insides of it. There's also Paramecia bursaria there. It was clumped up with all of this dirt floating on the top, and I sucked it up. This is indeed a mosquito larva. And there is a napulus of a crustacean called a cyclops, which has been here before. And there is Paramecium bursaria. It's one of the direct children of Paramecium. It has endosymbiotic algae called zoochlorella. And that is the head of this mosquito larvae. You can see a rotifer and some Uroleptus around it, which I will get to the Uroleptus later. You can see that ostracod again there. And here it is with the 10 times objective again. You can see that Paramecium bursaria, and here it is with the 40 times objective next to that small organism, which is probably some sort of hypotrix. The type of algae inside of it, as I said earlier, is a type of algae called zoochlorella, closely related to chlorella, which is a type of small flagellated algae, which is very common. Here is a bunch of rotifers and that small hypotrich. Those all seem to be from the class Monogononta, and there's a small organism there, which is not a tardigrade as it looks, but that is actually a rotifer, which I was not expecting. Anyways, this isn't really the habitat where you would find tardigrades, but that's just a very interesting rotifer. There is another rotifer, and all of those small dots are a type of ciliate called Pleuronema. At least that's what I think they are. And here is two of those rotifers again, and there is two small organisms called Uroleptus. They sometimes look like a skinny oxytrich, but they are a hypotrich. And you can see all of those cilia. They have this odd-looking, almost asymmetrical-looking body, as you can see, with those cilia appearing to only be on one side, but they do actually go over the entire body. They seem to have been here because of all of the other organisms that were here decomposing it and to hunt that bacteria. Their phylum, of course, is Xylophora, and they are still from heterotrichida. or you can see a small one, but here was a very nice looking rotifer. Here it is in oblique illumination next to another one of those rotifers. This one looked more like a bedelite rotifer. It probably was from the genus Bedelidea. You can see that thing attached to it, which seems to be part of its mouth segment, part of its corona, as you would say, in the instance of a rotifer. So goodbye.